Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Admin uh, Point of View Show. See, wait a little bit, see how many people more people show up. I'll give a couple of shout outs. What we got? Chad, Golden Finger Picker. We have Kyle. We have Russell S. Great Lakes Treasure Hunter. Angie. Let's see. Chris, nice. Margaret, Sean. My usual crew. Roberta, nice to see you. Coco. And I was asked if we're going to have a new an after show already. I do not know. But I do know that I have four things that are coming up tonight for discussion. And you may need to refresh, Angie. I don't know. The four topics I have are going to be different and interesting since with the holidays coming. And yes, I am going to have a show on Wednesday night for everybody that was wondering. I just got to see if I can get the right guest on. I already asked somebody, and he doesn't know if he's going to be able to be on or not. So I will figure out what I can do. So with that being oh yeah, I almost called a Rodney. With that being said, gee, all right. The first topic that I saw that caught my eye is more of a multiple post on one item. There was a post about an art that was picked up, an art piece that was picked up at a Goodwill for under $5. I think it was either $2 to $3, and the person didn't know exactly. They knew art from their history, but they didn't know exactly anything about the art itself. And the person sold it through Christie's, the big name art auction house, for $21,000 in American and 130,000 Hong Kong, and the buyer. What are your thoughts on that? Because my thoughts are that it's a good thing she had some history of art in her background or in somebody that she knew. So she was able to say, okay, wait, that was an original, I'm going to take it. Otherwise, some people would just walk right past it. And she put it in her cart and kept looking for other things. And later, before she left, she looked it up. She wasn't going to let it pass. So, what are your thoughts on art going for $21,000 that was found in Goodwill? Jason, hello, Pat. Yeah, when I saw that post, well, I saw multiple posts. I was a little. Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about was that she removes those posts about the art instead of letting people learn. I don't know what drove her to remove it, and I'm not gonna specify. So, but I thought that was something worth talking about, and kind of it's up there with Ted's little. I shouldn't say little, with his record. So, 100 for the equation that my wife did for me when I was asking about it, depending on when she actually sold it, if it was conversion was tonight or today, it was honestly the art was only worth 16,000 in American dollars, with the 130 in Hong Kong dollars. So I don't know if that's a big jump. But I don't know how much of a chunk the art gallery and Christie's took. Let's see. Pat Henry says recently she bought a jewelry lot online auction and didn't see it, but in the lot was a World War One Secretary of War badge pin going as high for 200 to 137. Unreal. Yes, Kyle. He asked if they sold the art. The Christie's in New York City is where they went through to sell the art, and it went to a buyer in Hong Kong. So the Hong Kong buyer paid $130 in their money, but it only equaled out to 21,000 or 16,000, whatever it was, when they sold it for American dollars. So you figure $5 or less to 15,000, not too bad. Uh, well, I'll wait for more comments on that. My other second post I saw I'm pulling from was somebody that wanted to end their deal with a buyer that hadn't paid yet. They worked on a buy it now, a Best Buy offer, I mean, and for whatever reason, the person started asking questions after an agreement was made, and they started to change things again. I don't see the. She was worried about getting dinged and everything else, and I don't think that's anything to worry about myself. If the buyer changes the agreements for whatever reason, that's when I kick in. I'd kick in the uh, unpaid item case and just said, "You want to screw around? Well, screw around and do it the legal way and get the real amount instead of doing the agreed upon, or I just cancel it altogether." But because they changed the things and they weren't even paid for or anything, so they had agreed on, I think it was $100 and something dollars, and then, or no, $40 something dollars, and then he wanted trying to get them down to 35 all of a sudden. And I see Tanya showed up. Hey there, Tanya. So, what are your thoughts on customers changing prices on you in the middle of a deal after you've already, well, basically after you already agreed to a deal, to trying to get you lower after the fact, especially on eBay? And well, I see we have 19 watchers, so I thank all 19 of you for being here. Andy says that's not going to happen. Tanya says it's shady. And Margaret says, "Man, depends on how bad she wants to unload the item, but mostly not good." And 15 Beach just watch the user and move on, which is what some of the other comments were being said on the thing. I made the comment that tell the buyer either go back to the original agreement, or open the unpaid item case and just deal with them. And Chad says he's not going to be bullied. Well, when does Chad ever get bullied? Oh yeah, when Kim says to do something. That's right. I had to say it, Chad. Joni says she will not allow people to bully her either. Chad says he always gets bullied. Only by your wife, Chad. We know. Pat Henry says they would call eBay, Etsy, have them settled it. They have all the copies you have in the messages, don't they? Well, I think that most of their, I don't know if he went through all of eBay or they went through some of their private messages too. I don't know all the details. Like I said, that post was actually, oh no, actually that post is still up. That's right. And Andy's bringing up Chad's old Christmas shopping video, which I'm going to be going into later. I got another question for you from that. So yes, Chad, I already told you I was pulling from your little video there. And my third thing that I had was with the holiday season and in general, how hard is it for reselling, mind, whatever you want to call it, because what the post was that someone's husband went to Home Depot or Lowe's to get something, and she was over in the clearance rack scanning to see if there's anything worth buying. When do you say, okay, enough buying for business and it's time just to shop for myself? Or are you always buying for business and yourself? And would you sell something you bought for yourself after the fact if you realize you could have made money on it? Great Lakes says to the last comment topic is if they were doing this inside eBay, I think the seller would prevail in any dispute. And Angie agrees. And JD is filling Kyle's head up a little bit more, telling him he's his favorite kid seller. So how often do you guys turn off your selling brain and just relax at the store and shop for yourself? Let me hear or see what's going on there. Oh, let's see. I'm seeing never, 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 almost never. Well, we got one close to on the fence. Hey, Dwayne, you didn't make it half hour through. Wait a minute, you're actually only 15 minutes late, Dwayne. You're doing better. Hello, Janet. Let's see. Joni says she always has her eyes open for business. Anything she really wants is usually something that really means something. And Chad says if you ask Kim, it would be 50%. And Great Lake says if it's a guitar, it never leaves. Well, then I guess we know what we gotta figure out how to get a hold of you, treasure hunter, and that way we can send all our guitars for you. You can buy them from us at full retail price, of course. Unless you become a good enough friend and you can get a little bit of a discount. Like Chad likes to do with all his friends. He gets them enough to get each get enough on their bone, as he likes to say. And Kyle says he looks for things he would want for his game collection and toys to resell, so it's 50-50. Yeah, Dwayne, that's a joke going on earlier. Everybody saying, "Hi, Chris," and Chris. Well, for the people that are just showing up, how about we get switch back a little bit and go back to the first topic so we get their opinions. My first little topic was about a post, the art that sold for 21,000 US dollars and 130,000 Hong Kong dollars out of Christie's that was bought for under $5. So, Dwayne, what's your thoughts on that? And Janet, Russell, the art show is moved to Wednesday nights the same time, and I will be having the show this Wednesday night. But I will most likely will not be having it on the 30th. This is something a different show I'm trying to do is get more invented into positive posts within the groups that I admin. The question was more of a statement about a post, Dwayne, that a painting was picked up for under $5 and it sold for 130,000 Hong Kong dollars, which equaled out to anywhere between 15 to 21,000 US dollars. JD, I sell just about anything I can make my money on, so there is no real what I sell most. And let's see. Great Lakes and Chris are talking about guitars. Hey, Great Lakes will get in trouble if he buys another guitar. And my second topic that I had brought up to Wayne and Janet and anybody else that came in late. And yes, there is no Beatles record, but it is art. So from going from under $5 to 21,000 US, that's pretty good. And as I was saying, the second topic I had was so Janet and Dwayne don't feel left out, or anybody else that comes in. Because the customer's changing their a deal within a deal. Say you've already agreed that they're gonna pay $45 on an item, and for whatever they haven't paid yet, and then all of a sudden they start asking more questions and try bumping you down to 35, saying they see errors or whatever in pictures that they didn't see before. What would you like to do? I told the person, do I go either tell them to go back to the agreed upon, or do not this way it goes through the unpaid item. So those were my first two topics. Yeah, Tanya, you couldn't afford them depending on how it go, how it went. And like I said, I would do all of them because if you already agreed and they still hadn't paid, and then they try changing it again, that's like somebody else said, that is shady. So the Dwayne says, sorry, 45 is the agreed upon price. How true to or cancel the order? So we're all in basically the same agreement. A lot of people in on that post were wondering why they were still debating if they said they agreed, why didn't they pay? Like they were trying to find all the other stories. So sometimes we don't know the backup stories. And Dwayne meant hold true, which I should have realized that. Janet says, depends what I have in it. It's all profit, and maybe I would counter, otherwise it's up. UPI. And Russell's asking Janet about Pecker's Church, which they didn't have tonight because of the holiday week. And yes, I was the nice one that let everybody know in the group. Not that I had to. I like to help the guys out. Now Dwayne and everybody else that came in late. The third topic that we were just starting to talk about was how hard is it to turn off your reselling impulse when you're out buying things for yourself? And Great Lakes one says, Chris, I believe if a seller accepts an offer, the buyer is obligated to complete the transaction. I would cut and paste that from the eBay site and send it to the buyer. Very technically, of course. That's the thing. If they didn't agree, if they had agreed, they would have paid. So that's where the dilemma is. The buyer never paid. So where's the agreement? In reality, they may have agreed on the price, but till you got to get paid, where's the agreement? That's the way I look at it. And yes, Dwayne, you should know what holiday's coming up. Everybody should. And Kyle says hard because you want to pay good price. I usually go to stores to see what I want and buy on eBay after. Let's see. See if there's any more comments I missed. And you're welcome, Chad. He's thanking me for. I didn't say if you didn't thank me, Chad. You know me. And Kyle said he's excited for Christmas. Well, wait, because he's still a teen. Wait till you get older, Kyle. And you're like, do I have to go shopping? Kind of like Chad. And Margaret says she has a hard time buying full price now. Dwayne says when he's thrifting, he's in the zone. When he's something for himself, he's on a mission. You should always be in the zone on a mission, Dwayne. At least in my appointment. Russell says he's the same way as Margaret. And Andy says, me too, as a matter of fact. I very rarely do. No, I'm seeing what Chad's talking about. With University of Hunter, that we as an adults we have to be careful on the age of people we talk to without parents knowing because we don't want to get you don't want to get into legal problems if all of a sudden someone says you're talking this way to my kid when you don't know. He was just answering JD about who was wanting to talk to us resellers. Uh, hey Coco, glad to have you. You're excited to see your new grandbaby. Well, that's your Christmas present. You get to spend the whole however long with them. Now, my next and last topic that I have, unless you guys have more to talk about after, is for the year. Do you guys instead of doing last minute Christmas shopping, do you go out and buy gifts while you're thrifting, or you can? Uh, I don't know how you follow Chad and his wife on the Facebook, but based on his video, he can handle going into thrifting stores, but he can't handle Christmas shopping at malls. So wouldn't it be wiser if you knew who you were getting for to go looking at thrift stores and then yard sales for prizes, presents for those people, and hold on to them for 6, 8 years? Yeah, 6, 8 years. Wow, 6 to 8 months. Sorry, you misheard it, Margaret. Chris Knight said he always last minute shop for Christmas. Well, then you're gonna be doing shopping on Thursday, huh, Chris? That's last minute. See, I mean, that's what I'm asking. What do? You buy your gifts from the thrift store. Well, as you know, if you watch Chad's video, okay, what the question was, do you buy thrift gifts all year long while you're thrifting for somebody? And I know, Chad, you're like, you asking me who looks 6 to 8 months out, but if you know what somebody likes, you can at least look for something and hide it from them for a while. I haven't gotten my wife anything. Right now, my gift to her is the fact that, oh, I said her gift to both of us is the fact she's going in for surgery on the 4th. So right now, that's the main thing that's on my Christmas wish, which will be a whole year long wish. Great Lake says he does not buy discount gifts at thrift stores just for the sake of saving money, but I will pick up vintage items as gifts for those who appreciate them. Pat says if they collect certain things, they will get them all year round. Janet says that she did most of her shopping online this year, still recovering from radiation treatments. Well, sorry to hear you're going through treatments, and Dwayne says he does not hold on to gifts; he buys it and gives them all year long. And Chad agrees with Pat, saying he buys all year for people. He just gives them to them at that time. Don't hold out for Christmas. So, well then, Chad, maybe you have to have we gotta have an intervention with your for Kim, even though she probably will still want you to go out Christmas shopping. I haven't got, because of our situations, and just because of being hurt. When we had the daughter here, or when I went to New York with the daughter, we I sit there and we would go get stuff early, but she'd always find out anyway. So she was a little bit like me, even though I didn't like surprise. I don't like to wait around. If somebody says they're going to get me something for Christmas, I'm like, okay, wait to get me when they walk in the door. So, oh, congratulations, Chris, getting married on New Year's Eve. Does that count as what are you going to count it as her gift to you? If you can't count it for you, then you can't count it for you to her. Pat says she goes to a lot of huge flea markets in the summer, and I do find unique things Walmart certainly doesn't have. And Russell says no, because he does not know what his niece and nephew are into. I just asked my brother in December for Christmas. And as we already know, Chad hates Christmas shopping. Welcome back, Tanya. So, Tanya, do you buy Christmas gifts all year round, or do you wait to the last minute to go shopping? And Chad says most of Katie's and Logan's Christmas this year will be baby items. And for people that watch this later and that may not know Chad, how do you not know Chad? First of all, second of all, those are his son and soon-to-be daughter-in-law's baby coming. So Chris said he's not joking about the gifts. He bought her more gifts today. So Tanya says she's in one of the wait to the last minute shopping. Hey Chris, you may bump into Tanya if you're in the same area, since you're gonna be out on Thursday. Hello there, Dustin. So, are there any topics that you guys want to hear my opinion on, or get your opinion out on that I can read about, and maybe we can discuss things that are going on in your minds for a little while. Like I said, I still don't know if I'm going to be doing an after show. So, depending on how I feel, because last night, for the people that were watching, I kind of cut out. Chad, when don't I go through topics fast by myself? I did go back and forth. I went back a second time. But as I was saying, that I saw I was on Sean's special Toadcast for the first hour or so, and I did duck out, so I didn't really have too much more to say. Plus, I had been up for over 4 hours, only 4 hours sleep, so I was starting to fall asleep at the computer. Within an hour of me leaving the computer, I fell asleep till this morning. So, Dustin wants to know, am I planning on any changes of what I buy for 2016? Well, we can all answer that question, but um, no, I'm not going to change because right now I haven't been buying anything. So until I get back into buying or get rid of some of the stuff I have here after the wife's surgery and how she recovers, I will be going back and seeing what's new and hot and everything at that time. And they're talking about, let's see. Night, Chad. Thanks for popping in. I know you had company. Okay, let's see. Margaret's talking about her video. I am assuming she feel bad for the lady checking out. She was having a really rough time, especially more than her. Obviously more than her. So JD, when you have guests, it's time you gotta spend some time with your guests too. You don't want to be rude and sit and watch a friend's show all the time. Chris Daddy wants to ask something about. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find his original. He says all kinds of hoarders and what goes in at the thrift store. First of all, and he asked if is he right? He always took a pic of a minivan that was floor to ceiling with crap parts at the thrift store. Well, it depends on what the purchase is. No, I won't be having the show Christmas night. I may have a show that's coming Sunday. So night, JD. Like I said, I will be having a show Wednesday. You got a show Wednesday night. If I can find the right guest to talk about the topic that I want to talk about. Russell wants to know what's thoughts on post office raising their rates again. That's part of doing business. You got to get used to it. Every year they may raise it more than normal lately, but it's part of all prices are going up. Look at your bills if you really pay attention. Hey, Steve's in the house. So, oh no, I'm not gonna pull Steve. Wait, no. Let's see who says this. I, let's see. English there. He said that she just having an 8 hour show with a fire going on. Nope, I'm not pulling a Michael Baumberger having a show, a video of fire or stuffed animals sitting in a chair while everybody just comes in and looks at it. That's not my thing. And Dwayne answers Russell by saying, "Guess gotta pay for them somehow. Cost of doing business." In regards to the post office, prices going up. Yep, Thrift Days when I said she had the fire going for 8 hours on a show. No, I'm not using up my computer for that. And Steve says he's still under the weather. Sorry to hear that, Steve. You just woke up to a negative on Amazon he had to remove. And he's not sure if he sold the Contori yet. So, anything else that might be on your minds that you want to hear my opinion on tonight before I end this? Just seeing if there's any comments or I should say anything on Facebook that might catch my eye to keep me going here. Uh-oh, Tanya's starting to feel bad. Catch a cold too, she thinks. Yeah, my wife got the sore throat yesterday and it got worse tonight. So, Andy wants to thank me, says I'm awesome. Well, that's up to your opinion, Angie. And everybody's now talking about staying out of stores and you're sick. Yeah, that's the thing with my wife. She hardly ever gets sick, and she had her first tetanus shot since 2004, and now she gets sick. Ah, very funny the way. I don't think the government can handle me being president. Maybe if I had Chad as my vice president. Yard Taylor, Kyle, him and his brother had to take it 6 years ago when they went to Disney, and he cried. Oh, you think Chad would be a horrible vice president, huh? Well, then who would you want as my vice president? You have to let me know that. Somebody wanted on my post I did in the Facebook resale study for somebody asked how to work on selling hard to find or very rare items to price because they have certain things that they're trying to price and they can't. So it's kind of hard to say. I asked somebody to be a guest and they don't know what's going on that day. So if I can't really find a guest, it's going to be kind of hard for me to do it myself, but we'll see. I honestly don't know what the best item I sold this year, Drifting Beach, because I don't really pay attention to what's best and what's not. I just look for things that I want to sell and I just list it and stuff like that. So I've had a couple of $20 items this year. I still have them up. Some others up. So no, now everybody wants Andy or Sean as my vice president. Boy, I went from wrestling to president of the United States. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see how that goes. Don't waste your vote doing a writing on me. Everybody like, who? 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 Anything else out there that you guys want to know? That's a possibility, Dustin. I honestly wasn't even sure if I was going to have a show the next 2 Wednesdays, but with that topic that came up, I decided I wanted to do at least try that one. The weather here is Colorado weather. You go from 30s to 60s the next day to 40s and windy and everything else. Not much snow. I sell on Bonanza and Amazon as virtually fulfilled, Russell. I don't know if I would be able to pull off some network fail because I haven't been doing any haul videos as it is. Like I said, I haven't gone out since early summer, and even then I was very picky. I barely ever came home with anything. Okay, now you gotta get a little. Let's see, you're getting a little albatrossy on me here, Dwayne. Why is big a little word and little a big word? Hey, hey, hey. Honestly, Tony, I got I think two things listed this week, not counting my re-lists, because, like I said, with everything that's going on with the wife, it's uh, very hard to get the pictures and the information. All that I need, and she's usually my researcher, and when she's not able to move or her brain or she has a hard time with migraines or something, I don't want to push her and make it worse. Ever best Christmas gift I ever got. My dad got me a Commodore 64. I don't know. So I don't know. I can't really say what ain't that much more of what I else I got for the as a Christmas present because Russell, yeah, you're in Bonanza, but you haven't had a sale there yet. I got my first sale on Etsy the other day. I haven't had a sale on Bonanza since 2014. So basically a whole year. Granted, I haven't been listing too much there, but most of the stuff I have on Amazon, over on eBay, I also have on Bonanza. So that's the only thing about it. And I did their Bonanza survey, and I said part of the reason why I got away from their sync thing with eBay is because I had to jump within 24 hours of a sale on eBay. I had to jump over and get rid of the item on Bonanza before it double sold, and then I would have to pay something. Thanks, Margaret, for saying you hope the wife gets better soon. I do too, and I know it'll take a while after the surgeries, but as she was saying, 2017 will be her year because she's hoping to have more. Well, she didn't necessarily hope, but there may be more than just one surgery in her this coming year. So Joni says she's going to try Etsy again in 2016. And Dwayne says, why is it that when you transport something by car, it's called a shipment, but when you transport something by ship, it's called cargo? Ask the English language people that come up with these things. I don't know. But Bernard, glad to have you, and I hope you can make it on Wednesday. If not, you can always watch the replay. Hey, Dwayne, are you still feeling the effects from last night? Let's see. I don't know. I know you had. I don't know how much you drank out of that bottle after I left. Craigslist, Great Lakes. I climb a sort at yard sales when during the summer or thrift stores. Every once in a while, I'll try getting something off of Facebook, or I'll try selling on Facebook. But that's about it. So, oh, see, close to that. But did you stay in your chair, Dwayne? I didn't get to watch after I left. So, but that's a Great Lakes question. Uh, I just go to thrift stores and yard sales most of the time, and Facebook. I don't do Craigslist that often because I don't have a vehicle, so it's hard to go pick up anything that might be too big. I'm not gonna risk trying to take anything big on the bus. So, any other questions? All right, night, Chris. Hey, Dwayne, just so you know, the wife saw your picture when you said you were getting ready for the show. And don't take this the wrong way. She actually said if you hadn't been shaved, you could almost pass for Sean. So, I my favorite, it wasn't necessarily an arcade game. I like playing pinball machines when I was younger, Kyle. Anything and anything and whatever had the flippers and whatever. It didn't necessarily have to, it could be a newer game, it could have been an older one. I was pretty good at that. I don't know why. I think it's my hand eye coordination. So hey, she didn't say it in a bad way, Dwayne. She wouldn't say you looked like women. Drag that way. So she wants to wish everyone a happy holiday and a profitable new year. She may try to make they may try to make YouTube videos, maybe laugh out loud. I hope you have a good holiday too. If I don't see you on Wednesday night when I do this our show, uh, maybe after everything's done this year, she may want to come on Dwayne. But as of right now, she doesn't even want to do private hangouts with anybody. So she's very what's the word I'm looking for? Conscious of things. I'll put it that way. Night, Margaret. Any more questions before I end this tonight? And I hope you guys know, Russell, without having a car, it's kind of hard to do a thrifting trip. So, and especially when you don't have much. No, Kyle, I don't think I'm having an after show tonight. So, and I hope everybody enjoys me picking posts out of the groups like this and discussing it with you guys. And what I'm hoping it will do is if I bring out more positive posts, more people want to post positively and say whatnot, and maybe I'll pick your group, your uh, post, and talk about it for everybody. I see everybody saying goodnight to everybody else, so I will see you all Wednesday night. And thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon.